Guys, job done. Colemans of Millstreet. We're here today. New Holland, obviously. Colemans, I think 2 years ago, so there be some 72 years. Colemans were the longest blue dealership in Ireland. They're on the go with over 72 years selling Fords and New Hollands. So, yeah, they started out with bicycles. Then they went to Ford cars and Ford tractors and everything else. And they have a savage clean yard here with some fantastic brand new Hollands. They have a new Holland above that was only brought in for the Millstreet show there in January. It's still here, so we get to give a look at that. They have a couple of yokes that are loaded already, and they have a couple of more things. So let's turn the camera and give a look at what they have for you. And like I said, if you see anything here, any of that stuff, anything like that, contact Colemans in Millstreet, County Cork. Alright guys, these are all new tractors now, remember that. A T5.120. Don't like that. Ad blue. But ad blue is the way it's going to be now, lads. Look at these. A T6.145. All these, we're right inside the road there, the main. I don't know where you go, but you can turn straight. This is the new Holland look. This actually is not being launched until I think May. But Colemans got one in, especially got one in for the Millstreet show, which takes place every January. I think maybe the second, third week in January. Just here below in the Green Glens Arena. If any of you remember I think it was 93 or 94, the Eurovision Song Contest was held there. But this is it, a T5.120. This is the new Colemans. Even have a new sticker to go with it, and the new badge, the whole lot, kind of a new shape to the bonnet. These are kind of side lights. It's a nice looking tractor. It is a nice looking tractor. You see the different shape in the bonnet as they go down along. That's a nice looking tractor, and a couple of more slight things. I was looking at it there and I noticed. On this, you have cab suspension, that's where you didn't on the older models. You have the curvy windows in the back of it. It's just, there's a few slight differences, but yeah, it's there. She's here now. Apparently this yoke is to go back. That Colemans told me that when they order in these T5.120s, they will be here in May. May is the big release date, but when they order in these, they usually order them loader ready, because they say this is kind of a stockman's tractor. And of course we have the New Holland telehandler, and this is a small yoke, but again these are Nate yokes. Don't be mistaken by the size of these. These of course with Rossmore grabs down along. That's a second-hand one. We've a shot of new ones and blow on the bottom of a New Holland baler. Of course, Ford, New Holland. Long story short, New Holland acquired Ford, and they were both acquired by Teneco, David Brown, the whole thing, the whole lot, and they ran with the New Holland name after that. Teneco eventually bought them all out, and I think now is it C&H that have the whole lot of them now, and I think overall it's a Fiat company. Fiat own the majority share of the whole lot. Now that's a nice little yoke now for feeding cattle. I presume she's four-wheel steer. She's steering in the back. She is steering in the back, and I'm going to presume she's steering in the front. Yeah, steering in the front. I should be an 8 yoke now for feeding cattle or throwing bales, or I presume she'd stack bales for you. She stack bales all day long. And we have a New Holland here, more yokes outside there, lads. The New Holland T6.160. That's a nice yoke. You can see the difference, the cab, the newer cab. This is a newer badge again now, like. But the T5s, they won't have them until May, so that one is to go back, he said. A T6.180. And I love these yokes. A T4.75. I think these tractors have so much potential. There's fellas out there and they're buying, I suppose we'll call it expensive second-hand tractors, And then you have these. Like if you bought this minute, and okay, the same tractor's available in a case, but like if you bought this, these are, look at the dealership, look at the name, look at the whole lot. I'm trying to see, is that cab suspension? There's not, but I presume for a few points. Oh, she's the newer cab, or do all the small ones have that cab? I don't know. But I look at that, Rossmore time grabs, Rossmore buckets, more above. New Holland baler. Of course, Colemans, Millstreet, that's their badge. New Holland started out, of course, making farm machinery. New Holland actually never made tractors. New Holland are from, I think, it could be wrong, open to correction in this, I think they're from Pennsylvania. And Ford or Tinaco acquired them. They bought them, they took them over because they wanted the machinery side of things. They didn't have, Ford at the time didn't have, Tinaco didn't have a big machinery base, so they acquired New Holland, and then they acquired David Brown and Case. They all fell in together eventually. New Holland T5.120 front linkage, the whole lot. I think this tractor is sold. This tractor, as far as I know, is sold. But like, what a tractor. That's a neat tractor. 210 horsepower. Do you know, when I started out drawing silage 25 years ago now, this is 26 years ago, 27 years ago nearly, you know, a 200 horsepower tractor was an absolute animal of a thing. Like, this is big now, but it's not massive. A T5.120, same as the yoke above, but this is, from what I'm told, it's the older, slightly older model. If it's the older model, she won't have cab suspension. Oh, she has cab suspension. I don't know. I think he said this was the slightly older model. Oh, she is. Look at the different bonnet. You can compare the bonnets to the one above. You know, the one above has a side light and more of a slopey back nose. But lads, and the, what's she say? Electro Command. I think the one above, he said, was a kind of a dual power. Stool, S-T-O-L-L, stool loaders. I was looking at this. It's actually a narrow loader. See it? It's narrow as in narrow loader. And Colemans have them here. And the talking to the guy there, he told me stool is actually owned by New Holland. So C&H Group again. You have to remember, the C&H Group is absolutely massive. So we'll walk outside the fence here. If there's anything here you see, anything you fancy, please do contact Colemans and make sure you tell them you saw it here. That's most important. What's she? A T5060 second-hand. First of all, second-hand tractors. There's only about 3 second-hand tractors here, or 4. Can we go that way? We can. Like, that's a nice tractor. She's well minded, well clean. I presume she's only a 22, 21 or 22 reg. What reg is it? We'll give a look here. It is 12. First time I 12. She's 12, 13, 14, 15. She's 13 years old. That's a clean tractor for 13 years old. A T5060, anyone? If the tyres are, what are they? 50%, maybe a bit with it. That is a clean, oh, she's 12 kW as well. That is a clean tractor for 12, lads. Got a scratch in the mud guards, nothing. Well minded. Well minded for whoever owned it new. Okay, turn around here. What have we? A T7-165S with a quickie loader. Brand new, ready to go out the gap again too. These tractors are smashing. And like I said, Colemans has 72 years. I think 72 years this year. They're selling 4 tractors. And there were bicycles and they were selling other stuff before that. And of course there are also Kia cars. And of course a full selection of this stuff of New Holland grass equipment. They don't have it at the moment, he told me, because there's no sale for it, but they are taking orders for all the New Holland grass equipment at the moment. And as far as I know, open to correction on this, but I think the New Holland grass equipment at one stage was JF. And CNH again, New Holland, they bought out JF. So there is a brilliant history there. There's years of technology, there's years of, I suppose, wear and tear, years of everything gone into making this and making it what it is. A T5.120, again, brilliant tractor. She's a 201 KY 1165 New Holland loader, Colemans and Millstreet lads. That's a well-minded tractor again. She's a neat looking bus, and all this, look, you know, the quick release for the loader, the whole lot, even inside it is spotless. There's plastic on the passenger seat. I don't think there was ever a passenger on it. Front weights were never on it, taken off. It was taken off over the loader, but yeah. And there's one more yoke down the yard, so we're going to give a quick walk down now and give a quick look at this yoke. But like I said, if you see anything here, anything at all you like, please do not hesitate to contact Colemans on Millstreet. 00C. What's she? I don't know what she is. She is a 7635 with a stock man's cab and a Tanko loader. Tinnico, the bought out New Holland. I presume Tanko is probably all part of it now as well at this stage. That's a nice tractor as well. She's well clean. And of course Colemans again have a full garage. They have a full workshop. They have everything here. They have all the staff. They have everything. They have full parts department. We're not going to go down there, but they have a big garage around the corner. So anything you buy is serviced and looked after. Actually, my father bought an 8340 here, I suppose, going back 7, 8, maybe more years ago. And so I know what happened is there was an oil leak in the engine, and there was something else. The thermostat used to stick in it, and there was no problem. Colemans landed down and they started it there, and in behind the yard there was no issue. So I can verify their backup service that it is there, and they will look after their customers. So let's give one more walk through the stuff. While I'm walking, if you can, the 11th of May, Kingdom County Fair, we're looking for everything. Ford, John Deere's, whatever we can get, Belarus's, New Holland's, to help celebrate the JCB and Zetor birthday. Kingdom County Fair just outside Tralee on the 11th of May. Now, for no one that has no interest in Zetors or JCBs or New Hollands for that matter, there's horse shows, there's cattle shows, there's everything else in it as well. Lads, these are some lovely. That's a big tractor, lads. We never looked at what model she was, did we? She's 165, T7.165. And for those of you that don't know, the T's, TW is tractor medium, TS is tractor small, and then there's the FW series Fords, which I think were Steiger built, and the FW series Fords are four-wheel drive tractors, but the TW Ford was never supposed to be four-wheel drive. It was two-wheel assist. So yeah, that's kind of it. We're going to finish with this yoke because I do think that's a neat tractor altogether. A T4. Is there a T3? I presume there is. I don't really know. But she's a neat little bus. Pure old basic tractor, lads. That's what you want. Alright guys, that's kind of it. That's me. I'm going home. I was passing and I said I'd give Colemans a shout, and they told me, yeah, do, come in. And if you think of any garage, or maybe you have a garage yourself and you might like me to call and make a video around the yard of what you have in second-hand or new stock or whatever, drop me an email. Morgan O'Flaherty, or what is this? Yeah, morgano'flaherty1@gmail.com, or you can send me an email through machineryofireland1@gmail.com. Alright guys, see you all in the next one.